The Line We Crossed, Part 1. I never meant for any of it to happen. If anyone had told me months ago that I would fall in love with my best friend's boyfriend, I would have laughed. Maybe even gotten offended. I was the loyal one, the dependable one, the friend whom people trusted with secrets. And perhaps that's exactly where the problem began, because Noah was a secret I never expected to keep. He entered our lives on a rainy afternoon, the kind of day where the sky feels too heavy and people walk with their heads down. Mia dragged him into the cafe where we always met after class, her fingers tightly interlocked with his, her smile brighter than I had seen in weeks. I remember looking up, seeing him shake water out of his hair, and feeling something in my chest shift. Only I didn't understand what it meant back then. "Lila, this is Noah," she said, practically glowing. "My boyfriend." My heartbeat stuttered, not because I liked him, but because he looked at me with this softness. A softness that made it feel like we had met before, like he recognized something in me he wasn't expecting. He smiled, polite and warm, the kind of smile that makes you respond even when you don't want to. "Nice to finally meet you," he said. Finally, as if he had heard about me, as if he already knew who I was. That was the beginning. The next days weren't dramatic or special. They were normal. Text messages in the group chat, coffee runs where Mia introduced him to every barista like she owned the city, study sessions where he sat beside her, brushing her knee with his. I told myself I was imagining things every time his eyes lingered on me a moment too long, or when he laughed hardest at my jokes instead of hers. But everything changed the night Mia fell asleep early during our movie marathon. She curled up with her blanket and drifted off in minutes, leaving Noah and me awake on the floor. The living room was dim, the TV casting soft blue shadows across his face. He didn't speak immediately. He just looked at the screen, his voice low when he finally said, "She really trusts you, you know." I nodded, not sure why my throat tightened. "We've known each other forever." He hesitated. "She talks about you, a lot. How you're better at everything, smarter, calmer, more stable." I blinked. "She said that?" "She admires you." He smiled faintly. "I also admire you." I felt the air shift. Not romantic, not yet, but something fragile and dangerous settled between us that night. I avoided him for a week after that. But fate, or whatever cruel force was playing this game, kept pushing us together, a forgotten umbrella, a group project. Mia running late to meet us. Every time I saw him, the guilt twisted deeper, because every time I told myself I didn't have feelings, I could feel the lie burning in my chest. It happened in the quietest way possible. He walked me home. Mia had gone ahead with friends, and Noah offered because it's dark, and I'd feel better knowing you got home safely. I should have said no, but the night was cold, and the street lamps were soft, and he walked beside me like someone who knew my pace, my silence, my thoughts. When we reached my door, I turned to say goodnight, but he was already looking at me, really looking. "Lila," his voice cracked slightly. "Why is it so easy with you?" My breath caught. "Noah, don't." "I'm not trying to make this complicated," he whispered, "but it already is." The world stopped. My heartbeat was the loudest thing I could hear. He stepped back immediately, shaking his head. "I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that," but he had, and I had heard it, and even though I didn't answer, my silence said everything. The first time he touched my hand wasn't intentional. Our fingers brushed when he passed me a notebook, but he didn't pull away, and I didn't either. The slow, reluctant closeness that followed was the kind that destroys people. One glance, one almost confession at a time. Mia didn't notice. She trusted me too much. She trusted both of us too much. One evening, she asked if I could help Noah with a paper he was struggling with. "You're better at explaining things," she said, giving his cheek a quick kiss. "You always calm him down." Noah and I exchanged a look we didn't mean to share, and that was the moment I knew we had gone too far, but we still didn't stop. When he came to my apartment to study, we lasted exactly 30 minutes before the truth spilled out. Quiet at first, then explosive, undeniable. "I think about you," he murmured, staring down at his notebook. "More than I should, more than is right." My pulse hammered. "You can't say things like that." "But it's true." He looked up, and there was something helpless in his expression, something broken. I didn't plan this, he said. I didn't want this. But Lila, I'm falling in love with you. I felt the world tilt. A confession that tasted like sin, betrayal, heartbreak, and longing all at once. I whispered, then why does it feel like I've been falling too? The silence that followed was electric, terrifying, impossible. He stood, I stood, and the distance between us disappeared like it had never been there at all. Continue.